Hello everyone and welcome to a Division II matchup here in round 4 of the Collegiate Chess League Spring 2023 season. My name is Joe, I'm the Collegiate Chess League Commissioner, and we have Duke versus University of Florida today. These are two pretty good East Coast teams here in Division II, so I'm really excited to see what they have in store today. Let's check out the games. They've just started round 1. And here we go. We've got Ishan versus Derek. This is a college ambassador from Florida, Derek Zhang, also known as Dare, national master. With the white pieces, he's up on time. He's up in the center. Looks like we have a blunder here, actually. Pawn to d6, and Derek finds it immediately. That's going to cut off the defense of the queen. Definitely a blunder here from Ishan. So Derek's looking good already. Just a couple moves into the game. Let's see if we've got another game here ready. We've got Voiceless Feather versus Rabbit. This is Duke's Zubin Baliga versus Alan Wang from Florida. And how's this one looking? Well, both players are 2100, so they're pretty close in rating. White has the better pawn structure. Black has this pawn in the center that's isolated, the pawn on d5. So white might decide to gang up on that pawn at some point. Not the easiest pawn to target. We see the move b3, just preventing the knight from forking both queen and bishop. White wants to maintain their bishop pair. But there's nothing stopping black from putting the knight here, I don't think. Notice that black has no f-pawn. The queen is there instead. So the queen and rook are lined up. That's going to keep this rook here at bay. This bishop also is a key defender over f2. The queen's also there. So right now, heavily defended piece. And yeah, you see these last two moves from white just really trying to prevent this knight. So this knight's very well placed. Ooh, and we have a sacrifice. If pawn takes, there's knight here, but white has the intermezzo, f4. That leaves two black pieces hanging. What are they going to do? Rabbit thought they had a tactic, but they're getting counter-tacticked by white's f4. That's going to prevent the knight from landing here and allow white to take this bishop. Wow, so rabbit's in a hole here. Some maybe would call it a rabbit hole. Let me see if there's some other games going on. Just see these two for now. Maybe, okay, here we go. We've got PK Scorpion versus Panda Master. That's Kevin Wong versus PK Scorpion is Peyton Cromash. PK. I like it. And what's going on here? We have Bishop versus Knight. Black has a connected pass pawn, but they're using it right now. That might be an early push, but black is up a pawn, so favor to black right now. Trying to get a rook trade off the board. I mean, technically, black could really just try to trade everything down. 2300 versus 2000, so Kevin's definitely the favorite here. All right, so rook back to c2. We see one pair traded. And now queen here. Putting two attackers on the knight. So the knight's got to move. Does Creighton have a chess team? Not that I know of, actually. If you go to Creighton and you can find their chess club, please let me know. I would love to invite them into either the Collegiate Chess League or the Ambassador Program. If you're curious what that is, ! CAP. That is a free program that any college student can join as long as they are part of their chess club. So definitely check it out. Black just forked the knight and the pawn. So this is a another fork, but black can give up that bishop to preserve the material and just simply be up 2 pawns. So that's looking really good for Duke. Derek won his game. Not a surprise there. We saw him win a piece earlier. And how is this game going? So we did see white win the knight. Yeah, JMC. Also, you can join our Discord server, and you can find all of these other college chess players, and you can also reach out to me there. That's a good place to stay in touch if you do end up finding them. You can also email me. Do I have an email command? I know I have a commissioner command if you want to find me. Yeah, you can email me at ccl@chess.com. So yeah, and if you're just trying to watch some college chess, I'll be live for like another 3 hours or so, I think. I know that this match should last about an hour, and then after this, we're going to watch Arizona State versus St. Louis University. So that's a big one. I'm excited for that one. Okay. Let's check back in with Peyton and Kevin. I don't know if I've seen Ayush versus Jeff yet. Okay, that's a discovery. There goes a pawn, but white can take this pawn. Important to take with the rook, not with the queen, because the queen needs to cover the back rank mate after that last check. I guess white contemplating which pawn to take, but d3 is definitely the stronger pawn. So Kevin's still maintaining his 1 pawn advantage. Let's see if he can convert it. Both players at a minute and a half about. All right, Kevin trading queens, very smart. White just stepping up. So black can keep queens on if they want, but they definitely want to trade down, right? They're up material going into this rook and pawn endgame. That's a check. Rook block. Trying to fork the pawn, but the rook is there in time to defend. Black just continuing their pawn majority, 3-on-2 here. Every pawn covering each pawn push. Rook going after the outside pawn. Pawn pushes to defend laterally. Rook trying to come back. This pawn looked like maybe it was a goner if rook here, but black's trying to advance the king, right? Look at this king position versus this king. Look at this rook position versus this rook. If the rook goes here, king comes here. Maybe you have to go here, and then, well, there's this, and yeah, it's not looking good. In fact, this move just frees up the rook, right? So this pawn's going to fall soon. Here, the king just continues the advance. So the rook finally leaves the third. Now this rook can come here. White might try for this, but taking here will defend this. You can give up that because you're going to win this, and you're going to win on the outside. Rook here defending, perfect. Yeah, rook takes, but king takes. And now there's this one. That pawn is going to run. Escorted by the king. This is just a good technique. From black. This pawn's going to make it here. No issue. And now the king just goes to either which way. If there's a check, the rook can block on either square, and there's no stopping this from promoting. And black's just going to be up a pawn or up a rook. So well done from the Panda Master Kevin. So we'll give a point for Kevin. So both top boards, both national masters have won 1-0. Bishop versus a pawn. So white should win this. Unless that, apparently. After the move g3, it's a draw. Bishop back, attacking those. The king's got to go here. Pawn push. Take. Yeah, the problem is this. You can't hold on to these pawns. Right? Bishop f7 is one idea to defend. Well, yeah, you just need one pawn, and it is promoting on the right square. So that's good. This king is going to take these pawns. So actually, white's winning. There was apparently some defense that Rabbit had, but could not find it in time pressure. It's also just a tough position to be in. Just king b5, yeah, and then you win the pawn. GG. Push, one last attempt, but not enough. So Voiceless Feather, Zubin for Duke gets a point. That gives Duke a 2-1 lead, and we do have the final game here underway. Apparently this is a game played by their mobile phones. Shout out to the chess.com app. Both players 2100, mid 2100s. They are pretty close. It's a 13 rating point difference, pretty much negligible. So quite the toss-up game here. Florida obviously wants to win it to come back. What up to Kilshi in the chat? Another Florida player, but not for University of Florida. Believe University of Miami, one of our ambassadors, right? What are you doing at this early hour? Me? This ain't early. I'm just watching some chess here in the morning. All right, this looks like a fork, right? Do you guys see that? Bishop takes, just maintaining this. Right? Okay, this, they want to do that. This, and that comes with check. Maybe just e3. Oh, and that's like two things hanging, by the way. Yeah, just defend this bishop, and then you're chilling. So white's going to win this one. What happened? What was the mistake? Let's see. Here, yeah, you can't take that. Unless you want to lose a piece, right? Just bring the bishop back. Lo and behold, you've gone and forked yourself. Ooh, taking here is not as good, because that gives you check. I mean, you still win a piece, I guess. But, alright. E4 played. Rook hits the queen, so queen steps up to f4. Also, Brody, SLU is playing a team after this. If you want to watch your fellow St. Louis team, I know that you really resonate well with their skill level, being a 2,000 plus rated player. So just might be interesting. All right, knight to d5, obviously. It's definitely the move. Here, I feel like this rook is just hanging. But the knight does defend it. Scout them out, yeah. For when you guys ultimately play SLU in the finals, right? With $5,000 on the line. All right, that hits this. That hits that. And it also defends backwards, so that's why white just takes it. So that was another blunder. Resigns. Yep. So Duke starts off hot with a 3-1 lead. Their only loss coming from the fourth board against Derek Zhang. Also, you guys, we have a weekly arena today. Very exciting. I know SIUE played last week. Let me actually update our command and title to show that. Let's see. Here we go. Should I do a channel point prediction? Any betters in chat? They're big in the Bughouse community. Maybe. I don't know the Bughouse community too well, but I know the classic Chuck Moulton, of course. I know Papa Pizza plays Bughouse. I know that in our Bughouse championship over the summer, we had Jason Moorfield and Owen McCoy from University of Virginia win. But I don't know how consistent they are in their Bughouse. I don't know if Derek played in that. But I would not be surprised if he was a regular in the Bughouse scene. I'd go all in on Duke. Okay. We're doing the prediction. Let's see if Scuba sticks to his word. Let's see. Should we do a who will win? We already saw the first round. Maybe after a 3-1, we'll do our classic 10 points or more. That might change Scuba's prediction, though. Yeah, we'll stick with that. All right, prediction in the chat. Good to see you, Scuba. I think we tried sending merch to Santa Clara, but haven't heard back from Javier. Might be unfortunate, but let's see. Pending orders. Complete. Wait. I should be focused on this. No, we did send it to Santa Clara. We did send it to Javier. So hopefully Javier got something in the mail. Or we'll get there by tomorrow. I could look it up, but maybe later. I heard they didn't get a team. That's unfortunate. Duke or die. Wow. You never root for Duke in anything. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some haters. Okay, this game we have opposite side castles. Look at this king is kind of exposed over here. I was saying this pawn is hanging out, but for one pawn you take, you've got two that are hanging. So this queen right now playing a defensive purpose. How to get this queen out of here? Definitely like black in terms of king safety, which of course is priority number one, right? Safety first, as they say. I was watching Duke versus North Carolina like 2 weeks ago. something like that. Big basketball game that's like their biggest rivalry match, right? And it was super close the whole time. And it was at Duke. And I was just like thinking to myself, it would be so fun if Duke just lost in front of all their fans. And I'm like impartial. I'm like not biased. It might sound like I am, and I get it, but for whatever reason, just watching that game just made me feel like I didn't want Duke to win because they have that reputation of like always being really good. So, people just naturally like the underdogs to win, I think, or like upsets or whatever. But the game was super close even. And Duke ended up winning. So it was like classic. But I don't know why I just get that feeling. They're just so good. Like anyone that plays against them just feels like an underdog. What up, Subham? I'm going to stream Arizona State after this, so I hope you're excited. You put 1 point in no? Oh, well, someone put 10. Yeah, this is 11 versus 570. Big bets coming up. That was a good game, so you watched that. Okay. Where's Creighton? I'm going to sound very ignorant right now. That move I did not like because, check out your C pawns. They don't look too good. Just going to put that out there. Okay. I see 3 games. I don't know if there's a 4th. But let's check out the National Master matchup here. We've got Derek and Panda here in round 2 somehow. Unfortunately. So, okay, early queen trade. Black's going to go uncastled, but I guarantee you this is some sort of theory. A trade of bishops. The knight gets kicked back. Black just attacking on the queen side. White making a little pawn storm of their own. A trade. Knight here. This knight looks awfully strong. Both knights eyeing up the c4 square with check. White has it covered, it seems, but yeah, gonna start with the bishop. Try to trade everything down. Rook here getting ready for this pawn break. Now this pawn covers the square. Oh, but we have a sacrifice. That's actually very interesting. If knight takes, you take back with the pawn, I think. And then takes, you have this. And the rook can come here later as well. Or like the knight coming here or something. But very, very fancy from Derek, who's 2,500, about 150 up on Kevin. All right, looks like the prediction just ended. Hello, Pika. Good to see you. Ambassador from Duke. So we do see the knight takes. If pawn takes initially, then the knight falls with check to the rook. So taking this way, and yeah, we do see this check, although the knight is defending that. I missed that in the initial glance, but this looks annoying. Rook here only moved to defend the pawn, so White says, no, I think I'm going to go for the activity instead. Very wise. Omaha, Nebraska. We have University of Nebraska Lincoln in the league. You guys might want to talk to them. Maybe you guys can do your own like exhibition match. That sounds fun. I don't know if your club would be interested. I guess you might just be like a student at Creighton that doesn't know if they have a club. But if you are part of the club, seriously, reach out to me because I would love to introduce you to the rest of the league. So yeah, I already know we have another team in Nebraska, which is pretty cool. I know like Kansas has a chess club, but they did not join for whatever reason. One of the perks of our ambassador program is that if you can refer a new school to join, you get $50 as a gift card to House of Staunton. I should make like a House of Staunton command, but they basically sell a lot of our merch as well as like other chess products, which is I think already at a good price. But like I said, if you get that gift card for referring to schools, it's going to help bring that cost down. Yeah, Brody's trying to recruit you, so I definitely got to JMC first. But yeah, you can say Brody sent you. Um anyways. Alright, NFT Brady Hanks putting some lines in the chat. Let's see. If D takes C, then I know D to yeah. I saw that. Very good observation. Pika Naruto, anti-Blue Devils here. You talking about me? Talking about the Duke versus UNC match? All right, here's a check. King here, only legal move. Oh, no, there was knight block. Anyways, going after this guy now. Knight check. There's this check, and then this check. Wait, no. Is the king going to come here? Oh, my goodness. Let's see. I mean, it might be worth giving up this pawn to get this. Well, no, the king's going to go here. So you're not. You go here, right? But then they have this to defend. Here, trying to get this check in and then this check, but just rook takes? No? Or computer saying rook g3 is the only one that holds an advantage for Derek, which is kind of interesting, right? Check because the king can come here, and then yeah, it just takes here, but this allows this check. Is that such a big deal? And then we get this check. I have no idea. This looks like a good move, and it's like the most natural. And Derek is grabbing pawns, attacking pawns, defending pawns. Draw by repetition. King here is very peculiar. I don't understand. Because like this check would have prevented the king from coming here anyways. So maybe just hoping black will take here, because then you get this, this, and this. Computer did not like that move. Okay. And now, under a minute for Kevin. Kevin maybe in a pickle here, figuring out what the heck to do. I wouldn't know either. Knight here is a fork issue, right? So don't go rook here either. So rook here played. Knight check anyways. King back, defending the pawn. Check, forcing the king back yet again. This rook tied down right now. This pawn is defended. So you can't go after that. The knight covers the square, which is kind of cool. Although white might want to move the knight, right? Knight here makes sense. Hit this pawn for a second time. Here, lining up this check. And that also would like defend if the king went here to attack the rook. So this knight was tied to the defense of this pawn just for a move. Here's a check. Is this going to be perpetual? If the king went here, that's called checkmate. So that's pretty cool. All right, the king goes this way, hitting the rook. So the rook slides it back to the A file. Both players now very low on time. We've just been watching this game the whole way through. And it might look like some of the other players were having challenge issues. Okay. Under 15 seconds now for Kevin. He's pushing G6. Rook to G7, pinning the pawn to the rook. but the pawn doesn't capture, it pushes through. And now black has a connected pass pawn, assuming they take with the H pawn, maybe with the F pawn. I don't think so, though. They take with a rook. Very interesting. All right. Yes. And now the F pawn is falling. That's why I was thinking you take with the F pawn, but it looks like the E pawn would be really weak, but looks like we lose the F pawn anyways. Oh, and now you take the H pawn, right? No, don't do it, because knight to F3 check would be a fork. So the pawn was defended tactically. We have a trade here. This looks good for white now. Oh yeah, now you see this eval bar skyrocket. Pawn over. Uh-oh. Computer likes black now. Oh my goodness. You can take the rook, but then black queens. Black queens anyways. Oh my goodness. Dare with a swindle. Kevin was winning, but couldn't find it in time pressure. Resignation. Let's actually go back. The eval bar was loving it here after this move. So apparently here we need like check or rook h3 for whatever reason. I don't know. But it's still favoring white, but not as much after this. This is plus 17 and counting with only the move e6, apparently. It's also still plus 6 or plus 5 with check or b5. I don't know. But this move loses to the move h2. Crazy. Yeah, this just e6, I guess. I don't know. e6, maybe just threatening to play f6. So weird. So here the move is e7, and then you give check, king d8, apparently, and then f6. Yeah, you just got to keep pushing forward while you can. Otherwise, black gets too close to promoting, and then the roles reverse. So point to Derek, Ayush Mator won. So Derek leading the comeback. Ayush on the board. So that's tied up, although I am missing a game. So I don't know. Random 1200 ELO guy. I'm not on the CCL team, but I want to see my university CCL games after the fact. Is there any way for me to see them? Yeah, you have to look up the player's username. And looks like white's down a queen here. So that's very interesting. You just find their username and then you just look through their games, sort by like live games, and then it should show you like all the 5+2 games that they played, and you can assume those are CCL. I don't think anyone else is playing 5+2 games. Maybe I'm wrong. This queen is like getting hit all over the place. Maybe a sacrifice. Ooh, maybe e5. Yeah, computer likes that move. So down a queen, but look at all this material that you have for it. I guess it's technically just 2 minor pieces, right? 2 minor pieces for a queen and a pawn, which is quite the imbalance. It loved e5. Here they want to do this. I think they want to go up 2 rooks for the queen, but I don't think you want to do that. And the king steps out. Yeah, e5 was missed by Rabbit. I hope that helps. Random 1200 ELO guy. I don't know if that helped or not. Okay, rook hitting the queen, relining up with the king. Doubled up now. You can take on f6. The computer likes rook takes. Yeah, bishop takes is more natural because you don't want to trade, but rook takes was better. Yeah, pawn here. I mean, that's just such a strong bishop, but ooh, it likes bishop g5 now. The bishop was needed to defend this, so this was a tactic that was missed. I'm gonna take a quick break. I need to go blow my nose. Oh man, okay. All right, sorry about that. I'm back. Okay, what the heck is happening? I was like really rooting for white. Anytime you have this interesting material imbalance versus a queen, you always just want to see the pieces just outplay the queen. Oh my god, that's such a huge blunder. What on earth is that move? What? Oh my goodness, what just happened? Both players just missed that? I mean, okay. All right. I just tuned in at a crazy time. What did I miss? Hung a rook? Dude, I should not have left. Okay, we gotta see. This is an open Sicilian. Opposite side castles. And here you have it. Okay, a blunder from white, right? Knight here is a strong move. Bishop tries to save itself, but at the cost of your queen. So it's just straight up a queen for two minor pieces. And there you have it. A new game is underway. Okay, let's see. I mean, you just look at the activity. It looks like white has so much compensation, but they blundered these two pawns. Okay, not great. Leaving material on for that comeback. We saw this part hitting the queens, or the queen. And then, yeah, here, rook takes. Rook takes apparently is a draw, or even. Missed that. Not done here. Getting this pawn back. Oh, that's a mistake. That was not good to give that up. 2000s. Am I right, Brody? What's up, Stan? How you doing? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. We're just watching some college chess here. I don't know the score anymore, by the way. Tugama won that one, so that's 2 points for Jeff. I didn't see the fourth game in that round, so I'm missing one game. If someone wants to find that and let me know, that'd be appreciated. All right, round 3 though. Maybe I look it up myself. Maybe that seems like the responsible thing to do. We've got some people trying to share YouTube links in chat. Thank God for Mubot. I don't know what I'd do without you guys. All right, knight hitting both queen and bishop. So one of the bishops is going to go. And Voiceless Feather decides to go the dark square one to keep the light square bishops on. Now the knight has to move, opening up the queens. Does Derek want a trade? I feel like Derek has traded queens in the past. Might be the better end game player, given he's higher rated. But no, he says, let's keep the queens on the board this time. Or maybe he always does. I don't know. But he's doing it this way. And he's also got quite the time bank already. He's up over a minute ahead of his opponent, Zubin. All right, Zubin. Fiend canoing the bishop. Tucking back. Queen stepping in, interestingly. And this queen stepping back. Ooh, that's called a skewer. That's why the queen went here. It was an awkward looking move, but the purpose was subtle and direct. Bishop wanted some protection to come here. Fell right into the trap. So Zubin's going to play down in exchange. Tim Cannon cheering on Florida. Yeah. I don't know if like most of the Florida fans are Florida fans or if they just want to see Duke lose. Can't cheer for Duke, certainly. Yeah. Yeah, we were just talking about that earlier. It's definitely a feeling. All right, there's one check. The knight is hit. I think the knight is actually trapped, and the eval agrees with me. So Derek gets a quick win there, and he is quickly off to a 3-0 lead for his team. All right, let's check on the other games. We've got Tagama versus Peyton. I feel like Peyton's game was the one that I missed last time. So let me check in on that, actually. Yeah, Peyton beat Ishan. So let me be sure to put that up on the board. That's actually really big for Florida. They actually have the lead 5-4. 3 games left in this round. And yeah, Peyton looking to see if they can get a second point on the board. And it's pretty good for the Florida bottom board. Wow, Peyton just forked himself. That is not how you do it. Knight here walked right into it. You've activated Jeff's trap card, D4, and you got to say goodbye to one of the knights somehow. Bishop here. Not ready to part ways just yet. White decides to cut it loose. Taking on C5 immediately. The Yu-Gi-Oh reference, of course. How could I not? It's time to DDD4. No. All right, that was too much. I should have known when to stop. I couldn't help myself. All right, let's look at another game. White's completely winning. Let's check on Kevin. Kevin's also completely winning. So this is looking good for Duke. They need a point to tie it. Let's check on the third game. All right, just completely winning for Rabbit. So after this, things should be tied at 6 if all the games continue at this rate. This game or this round was just like the games were just decided immediately. There was like no suspense in any of these games. I mean, Derek just won instantly. Rabbit should be able to mop this up. Look how much time they have left on their clocks. Like, yeah, Peyton just got forked by the Knights. This game, maybe it's the least clear. So, but yeah, the eval likes White a lot. This was a Caro-Kann advance. Whoa. Knight takes here. This knight is going to get kicked. Oh. Wait. Oh. Dude, this eval bar is having a dance-off competition. First and foremost, knight takes. What's it like here? It likes queen g3. I had a feeling this was going to be the game to watch. Knight takes e6 is the response. here, allowing for castles, apparently. And that's just winning for black. Because takes, I suppose. Instead, here, allowing knight e6 again. The knight's hanging, the queen's hanging. Can't defend both, right? Ooh, this now. Takes here instead. Rook here. Check. Block. Take with check. King here. King f8 played. You can trade queens and then get the knight out. Oh, you can trade queens and then fork. And then take. Ooh, yeah, that's good. You take. Rook here. Check and double. Yep. Gonna come this way. Here. Yeah, so not the best way to go about it, apparently. But Kevin is back to winning. And winning by a lot. 2 pawns, and look at this guy. So, yeah. Rook here. Super clean. Super simple. Pawn takes, but you take on h8. It's important you take on h8. And then bring this rook in. Because if you take this way, rook takes back. And then if you go here, the rook can take your pawn. But you take this way, rook takes, rook here, and you're separating the rook from the promotion square. So we have resignation. Kevin continues. Did I miss Kevin's game from earlier? Did he get beat, or am I missing a game? Oh, Kevin already played Derek. So that's where their loss came from. All right, we have this game, and it looks like we had 2 other results. Rabbit won against Ishan. So Rabbit's on the board. Ishan is struggling. Board 4 for Duke. No points yet. Did I give Panda Master the point? Yes. Rabbit the point? Yes. And here's Peyton versus Jeff. Jeff is still winning up a bishop, and a strong one at that. Rook wants to come here and give checkmate. That's what I see. Here, just blocking the bishop, attacking the rook. You can give this check if you so desire. You can also maybe go here. I feel like that's probably a good move. But, okay, the king can take this now. You have like maybe rook takes. I don't know. And then this. But then there's like this and this. Anyways. Both players even on the clock. This is the last game of round 3. Hello, Ghosty. How are you? Yeah, this is a very close game. Duke started off strong, 3-1. Florida's answered back since then, 5-2, which is pretty convincing. But looks like Duke is going to be able to win this one. Ooh, look at how cut off this king is. Yeah, here, and then the king is forced to a light square where the rook is going to hang. The old bishop check. Resignation. All right. Well done from Jeff. And Jeff is actually perfect for 3 out of 3. And that ties everything up, you guys. It's 6-6. There's 1 round remaining. For the prediction for Duke to get to 10, they need a sweep. So any believers, it's going to be tough to do against this Florida team, especially with Derek at a perfect score so far. I'm assuming we're going to see Derek versus Jeff, both players undefeated. All right, we have Peyton versus Zubin. We've got, what is this, a Scotch game? Scotch Gambit with C3. Man, these players playing fast. It's like they've been here before. Bishop check, right? I don't know. Nope. Just back to B6. Maybe just castle, yep. Knight to C3 at some point. Perhaps now. Nope, knight to D2. Okay, bishop pin. Yeah, h3 was another top recommended move. We have SLU versus Arizona State starting right now. So we're going to be a little late for that. That's unfortunate. But I'm looking forward to that. That should be a good one. Luculus, thanks for the follow. Welcome. I'm gonna start trying to prepare for the SLU match. Although we'll take a little break after this, so maybe I just keep my focus here. All right, 2 pieces attacking this knight, only defended once. Black's got to either take this or find another threat. So they go after this guy. But now bishop d3. Now there's 3 attackers. This forces Black's hand. Knight takes. You want to take back with the knight here. You take with the bishop, and you're going to get your pawn structure ruined. Let's see if we want to watch Derek versus Jeff, actually. Both these players are perfect so far. I'm assuming Derek is the favorite here, of course. But Jeff has been playing well today. Derek, of course, is the final battle in that matchup. All right, Derek has a lot of space in the center, that's for sure. Ahead in development, he's playing for f4, wanting to play f5, just stirring up trouble. Black plays a defensive move, a retreating move, and the computer does not like that. Derek doesn't launch with f5 right away. He just plays bishop to f3, supporting the center. Kind of interesting. It's boxing out the knight, maybe preparing for knight to e4. It's also getting more support on this square here, and I don't know, knight here. Okay, so the bishop is helping support knight to c6, hitting the queen. The knight could take pawn takes, and you're actually threatening to trap the bishop there. That's crazy. Even though you're taking away from the center, you're getting a very massive advantage on the queen side. And a connected pass pawn, a very valuable asset. Panda Master versus Rabbit. So Panda is 2 out of 3. Rabbit has 1 point. Yeah, half of Florida's points are from Derek alone, which is impressive. We'll see if Duke can win the match like they won the first round. Just beat everyone else besides Derek. But I mean, the game against Derek, Jeff still can hold here. He's moved the rook up to blockade the c pawn, but also to free up the square for the bishop. But unfortunately, forgot about the knight. So Derek is going to be winning an exchange. This rook is cooked. Can't go anywhere. Bishop here, just knight takes, queen takes. You can play for b5. Just don't play c5. It's the only trick. No, Derek's going to win. Derek is going to get the dub. So, yeah. Duke needs to rally on the other boards. Let's see. What's wrong with taking the knight? Our rook is hanging. So, a well-placed knight here. Within checking distance. Four minutes still for rabbit. So, good time control. Oh, PK loses to Zubin. Let's see what happened here. A tactic. Wow, wait. Okay, that's the tactic. Nicely played. Nicely played. Probably queen here, but resigned instead. So, Voiceless getting a point for Duke. A very much needed point. Ending today 2 out of 4. So that gives Duke a lead. They only need one more point to force overtime. If they get to overtime, we're really going to miss a lot of the SLU and Arizona State match, which would be unfortunate. But Cordette calling a Duke win, maybe a little early. Maybe. Let's check on this game here. We've got Ishan still at 0 points, playing against Ayush. Both players trying to get a clutch victory here in round 4 for their teams. Yeah, Ishan, if there's a time to get a win, now is the time. Ishan with the white pieces, 2 knights versus knight and bishop. White is up a pawn. Black has this c pawn defended by the bishop. Kind of awkward for black, to be honest, these pieces, although knight here is going to be a strong piece. So that's one thing going for black. This rook also is somewhat annoying. In fact, hitting this pawn right now, how to defend it, you can go here. This hits the queen, yes. But it also puts the knight on a vulnerable square, right? The knight's not necessarily protected from here. So the queen does have to keep in mind that this rook is hit, though. So knight maybe not better placed here, but it's not like the queen is threatening to take the knight anyways. So no time to take this just yet. Oh, we could see another knight move. Maybe this. This, there's that. If this, there's that. Oh, the queen and the bishop converge here, though. So that's annoying. I was trying to find a checkmate. Oh, the rook is here. Okay. Knight here. Computer doesn't like that as much. What did it like? Knight c6? Yeah. Knight c6 was a bit sharper to find, but a good move. So yeah, this game still up in the air. Could go either way. The players are just playing moves over there. All right, let's check on Derek. Derek is just continuing to crush. Look at these pawns. Dominant. Up in exchange. Threatening to win the queen. This or this. Pick your poison. Computer likes e5. That also makes sense. Doesn't seem great to give up the knight though. So we have resignation. So Derek wins. Both teams at 7 now. Derek a perfect 4 out of 4. He has more than half his team's points. He's hoping that his team can get just 1.5 more points in the remaining 2 games. Ishan solo on time. Ayush is looking good. We had a mistake happen in the last couple of moves. Here, exchange sacrifice. Queen takes here, like not even taking this. That's a fork though, but it takes here. There's pressure. Save. Oh, but that's a huge blunder. Ayush. And white didn't see it. Oh my goodness. In time pressure. No way. Threatening mate, but the knight's taken. Rook takes. And holy smokes, folks. Ayush living to tell the tale. Was that just forced mate, by the way? Who was mating for? Oh my god, with the queen block, the rook block, and the bishop block. No way, dude. You had mate in 4 there. Yeah, just trading the queens off, and now you're up in exchange. Oh, lordy, Ishan, you had it served on a silver platter. And let's check on Panda Master. Panda Master's the favorite, but Rabbit's putting up a fight. This could be the game winner for Florida. Cordette and Scrambles right now in the chat. Definitely jinxed Duke with that one. I don't know. This game's not over yet. We've got some past pawns, but I don't know. I don't know, folks. Rook is hit. Pawn's defended. So if like takes, for instance, then we can push the pawn. Pushing the pawn anyways. So trading this pawn for this pawn, but you're going to lose that pawn. So you're down a pawn and down an exchange. Not ideal. King up. Don't double because the knight's there. Look over. King up. You're just losing the G pawn. Yeah, Ishan, time pressure is just not good enough. Knight's hit. Knight moves. Looking for a check. King steps up. Rook down. Check. King up. Checkmate. GG. One last game. So Florida needs a draw or a win. And Florida looks like they're doing well here. Panda Master in a must-win situation now. Who just beat Ayush one, right? Okay. So Florida hit the 8-point mark. The only way Duke can win is with a Panda Master comeback and then a win in overtime. But it's looking tough. Panda Master down to his last 8 seconds. What does the Panda Master need? I don't know. Okay, he lost an H pawn. Or no, he won. Panda Master, he can start pushing the G and H pawns. He grabbed that H pawn. Does Rabbit know they only need a draw? Remains to be seen. This move apparently was not good. this is mate in 3. Rook H8. King G6. Rook F to F8. And you're just gonna mate that way. Interesting. Check, take. Here. Check. Uh-oh. This pawn's looking pretty good. I think Panda Master can do it now. Yeah, rabbit went astray. And yeah, well, rook f6. No, check here. And then rook f7. Computer didn't like this move as much, but this is working. Or is it king h7? Gonna push the g pawn. Apparently king d4 is only plus 1.5, but this just looks completely winning for white. King d4 played. Very interesting. Pawn push, and now king takes d3 is a draw. What? Rook d7 pinning the pawn. Rook takes, attacking the b pawn, but there's d4. Okay, king moves over. You have checks. Here, rook sacrifice, and the pawn is running. Black needs to win. Apparently, this is a draw. Rook takes b4, pawn push. Rook over, king over. Panda Master, he's going to win with the passed pawn. Oh, no, wait. What did Black need here? Black needed to take on a2 and go with this guy. He went with the wrong one, and now he has to deal with the queen on the board. Panda Master is going to force overtime. Oh my goodness. Rabbit offering a draw and declining. Oh my god. Okay, how to win this? Rabbit still hoping for the draw. Queen b4, king a2 forced. But then the king move and you're losing the pawn. There it is. Queen takes. We're going to see overtime here, folks. It is not over yet. Wow. So Ishan lost their game, and then Rabbit lost his. Big point for Kevin, putting his team on his back. Kevin and Jeff both with 3 out of 3. And in overtime, they're going to repeat round 4 pairings. But I think the players can they can challenge like top board versus bottom board if they want. But here we go. They're just going to stick to what they had last round. Overtime, baby. Round 5. All knotted up at 8-8. Pawn takes on c5, helping Peyton's bishop develop. Waiting for the other games to start. There they go. Pika saying Duke wins. Maybe another early call. Cordette did the same thing earlier, but I think, yeah, it's probably looking better now, right? In overtime, probably better odds for Duke. I don't know why, but I feel like Florida's still feeling confident. That move was a mistake. Rook d1. Huh. Here, 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 here. Apparently knight d4 is a move. Queen a7. But this allows rook d1. Queen over. Now there's knight d6 check. That can't be fun. Bishop here. Yep, looking good for Zubin. Ishan has been given another opportunity to beat Ayush. This could be what Duke needs. Knight takes d5. Hitting the queen, opening up the bishop. We could see bishop trade, forcing white to not castle. King takes d2. Pawn takes knight. Queen takes pawn. Queen takes, queen takes. Uh-oh. Ishan blundered. Oh, and mouse slipped. That's resignation. Quickly. That is unfortunate. So another point for Florida. Let's check on Derek. Queen check. Looking to trade queens off. Accepted. We have opposite color bishops. Don't go here. King here makes sense. Maybe the bishop's going to come here, but this pawn would hang. King wants to step up. Yeah, better structure for Derek for sure. This pawn's isolated and weak. Is going to be targeted. Supported by Jeff. That leaves the d files. The bishop is going to blockade that pawn. Yeah, Derek's definitely going to try to grind this one out. Jeff is also down a pawn, so that's even more so better for Derek. But good news for Jeff is this is opposite color bishops, so could have high potential for a draw. I just think that Derek is doing well here. Barry cheering on the Gators. Also, overtime helps Duke's channel point prediction. And that they could still get to 10 points. They just need to draw this match. Let's check on the other games. We've got Panda Master versus Rabbit. And Rabbit had a close game, but unfortunately dropped it at the end. Panda Master keeping the team alive. Okay, is Knight F2 just like winning an exchange? It seems like it. Not played though. Here, yeah, very interesting. This hits the queen, but gives up on the Knight F2 check idea. Wait, what? Yeah, free queen. Give me that. Rabbit might resign after that. That was crazy. Just completely forgot about the queen there. Sorry, queen. All right, ties it back up for Duke. Checking in on Zubin. This is apparently mate in one. With what? Queen to F6 checked. Or E6, sorry. Yeah. Okay. So Duke does get to their 10 points that they needed. Who was that? Voiceless Feather? Yeah. And now Florida's in the must-win position with Derek. Oh man, this match is so even. It's so back and forth. We might never see Arizona State versus SLU, unfortunately for them. I'm sure SLU is doing well, but of course we'd like to see it. But we also want to see the conclusion to this epic match. Tugama is under siege right now. Black's pieces are just so much farther up the board. And I love this d5 move, right? Attacking the pin pawn, attacking the pawn with a pawn. Rook to d8, like putting a band-aid on the position, trying to pin the pawn to the bishop. And Derek's king is just mopping. It's 10-9 right now. That's what I have on the scoreboard. I mean, it makes sense. There's only one game left. It was tied 8-8. Florida 1-2. Ayush 1-1. Derek's going to win a second one. It's going to be 10-10. Also, Pika bet against his team. Scoreboard says... Okay, hold on. I have to refresh the thing. Does it still say 10 or 8? If this round's a tie, then you go to bullet 1+2. And yeah, we had what? Resignation? It's 1+2 bullet. So it's like pseudo bullet. You're on your phone. That's a you problem. Or a huge problem. All right, here we go. Game 1 of double OT. These two teams, as even as it gets. We saw this theory played out earlier. Familiar territory for both players. Knight d2 was played earlier. Actually, I don't even know if it was these players, but yeah, Knight c3 seems like an improvement to me. This is a pen. That's a move. That's a free pawn for Zubin. Yeah, probably bishop takes was needed. Now you've got problems. Bishop comes back. There's knight takes. Queen takes. You have Derek against Jeff. Both players just adding so much time. Used to regular bullet with no increment. Jeff has an isolated D pawn already. Definitely not taking that knight. F4, or sorry, F5, allowing the bishop to trade off. Rook to the E file. Let's go back to this game because it started earlier. Okay, this offers a queen trade. Oh, there was pawn takes check first if you wanted, but I guess white wants to take back with the rook.
hitting the bishop on b6. Also, the pawn on c5 is hanging, by the way. So probably you want to take that. Takes with bishop. Bishop takes, knight takes, hitting the b pawn. Hard to defend, really. Maybe like, oh, okay. This gives up a pawn. Knight takes on b7. And then a6 is hanging. That gives white the outside pass pawn. Not going for it. Going here instead. Rook c2 looks good. Bishop here. Attacking the g pawn. Knight hitting the bishop. I like this move. Bishop hitting the rook. Rook takes pawn. There's bishop takes a4. Knight e4. Clearing the way for the rook to get to d7, but the bishop is covering that. Knight also hits the rook, so rook goes down with check. Rook f1, is that a thing? Then there was rook d8, I guess, so black making a flight square, white doing the same. Both players under 2 minutes, or under 20 seconds, I should say. White's going after the a rook, or a pawn. There's bishop b5. Derek beat Jeff in true Derek fashion. Uh-oh, the G pawn's hit. How do you defend it? Rook here. Rook check, king up. Rook re-centralizes. So black's the one with the outside pass pawn. The G pawn is hit and taken. The king runs, but there's knight check. That's a fork. Payton hasn't beat Zubin yet, but this is it. Resigns. Wow, a fork. Payton with a huge point for Florida. They haven't been able to get a point in overtime yet, but they were able to do it in the bullet format. Now we have rabbit versus panda. Which animal will win, the rabbit or the panda? Which one's cuter? I don't know. Which one's better at chess? All right, how's Ishan doing? Payton was able to overcome their overtime losses. Is Ishan able to do the same? We're going to have a draw here. Are we going to have a draw? Wow, it's queen. Black is down a rook and a bishop, but has found a perpetual. Kind of crazy. Unfortunate for Ishan again. Maybe like a draw would be good for Ishan, especially like 1700 versus 2200. But I think Florida. Let me just put the points on the board and then I'll talk. Ishan and Ayush. So it's 10.5 to 11.5. I must be missing a point. Did I give Derek his point? No. Right? He's at 6 now. Yeah. I think that's officially a win for Florida, right? I don't think this game matters anymore. Because Florida got the point from Payton. They got a point from Derek. And they got a draw from Ayush. So that's it. That's the score. That's the match. Florida wins this. This is double overtime braining. Double OT. And looks like the game is over. And Rabbit's winning this one as well anyways. Forcing the queens off here. You could have taken on a3 if you wanted, but wanted to trade the rooks first. Yeah. This is it. Even Rabbit's winning. So a very close match. Double OT. No, rook b3, a3. There's rook b1 and then rook b2 check. Rook b1. Rook b1. The old Rook B1, Rook B2 trick not being played. Hold on, maybe they find it here. Rook B1. Don't be afraid. Rook B1. Check, and then Rook B2 check. Easy peasy. They don't want to go Rook B2 right now because they dropped the A pawn. That's why you give Rook B1 check. Force the king to the second rank. Give Rook B2 check. Force the rooks off. This, yeah, allows for that, but still completely winning. Rook F3 was kind of interesting, but okay. C2 is coming. If King D1, Rook F1's mate. I mean, it's over. I should look at I should watch Arizona versus SLU now. Sorry. All right. Congrats to Florida. They fought hard for that one. Duke goes down in double OT. Rough end to C for them. But yeah, we're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna be back with Arizona State versus SLU. We're gonna at least catch the end of it. So we'll see what the final score of that is. All right. I just want to see I want to see Rabbit finish this game, dude. Oh boy. All right, resignation. All right, there it is. Final score is 13.5 to 10.5. Duke did get their 10 points though. So anyways, I will be right back. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We've got a Division One match here between Arizona State and St. Louis University. SLU obviously a heavy favorite with their very talented team. We did miss a couple of the games because of double overtime from the previous match, but we're going to dive in and see where they're at here. This is either the third or the fourth round, I believe, and I'm going to have to find the new scores, but I wanted to check out some of these games, so let's do that. All right, so here we go. We've got Grandmaster Groovy Kettle, also known as Robbie Kevlishvili. He is board one today for this St. Louis University team. And board two, we have So Lucky Though, also known as Stavrula So Lucky Though. That's a good pun with her last name, so that's pretty cool. And next we have Dishonor on Your Cow. That's Talia. Last but not least, we have Gabriella and Tova, Great Owl. I mean, that's just based off their ratings. They're really pretty interchangeable when you think about it. But from Arizona State, we have National Master Michael. He is one of their title players. We also have Subham, who is Asish Panda, who was in the chat earlier. He is at 2,500, so doesn't show the National Master title, but he's definitely a Master Strength in Blitz. 2,500 is Arizona State's highest rated player here, but they have a couple players that are over 2,400. Actually, Michael at 2,300 is their like second lowest rated player. Their lowest rated player is Curator of the Sands. That is Ethan Tang at 2,307. But yeah, these ratings are pretty good, even if they're not like a scholarship team. Let me do some detective work and try to figure out what their scores are so far. So let's see. Okay, so they've only played 2 games so far. So this is round 3. Looks like Robbie is 2 for 2. No surprise there. Looks like Gabby is also 2 for 2. Stavrula is 2 for 2. And Talia has a draw. Okay. Well, hold on. I think that's right. And she has a draw against Curator of the Sands. So that's Ethan. Ethan has the only point for ASU right now at half a point. So half to 7.5. Kind of a blowout. Not too surprising, to be honest. Unfortunately. Yeah. All right. So the scores updated. Arizona State, they're going to sweep the remaining 2 rounds to have a comeback victory, 8.5 to 7.5. Would be crazy. Also, the arena will be opened up in 10 minutes if anyone wants to play in that. And we will be streaming that. All right. Was there another match at 10 a.m. that I should be looking out for? Let's see. There is a game at 2 p.m. that I could watch. Oh, and Arizona State is playing against Oregon State at default time, which I cannot stream when I'm covering the weekly arena, unfortunately. Yeah, maybe they would play an hour after. I should have asked if they wanted to play an hour earlier because that would have filled my time well. But oh well. Hmm. The UCLA chess just went live. I could raid them while we wait for the arena. Anyways. Anywho. Yeah, I'll ask them. Or maybe I'll just message Patrick. All right, let me focus on the game here. All right, Gabby's very low on time, actually. So is Talia. 5 seconds for her against Chessbond at 2 minutes. All right, but she's holding. White has a connected pass pawn. This could be the beginning of Arizona State's comeback arc. The B pawn is hit. If you played B6, rook A8 was mate. Queen back to defend. Threatening mate. Pawn block. Talia's putting up defensive posturing. Bishop back. Blocking the D file. Queen over to the H file. Talia's trying. 2 seconds. Under 2 minutes for Chessbond. That's Abilush, who's trying to get a win here. Subham beat Groovy Kettle. No way. We got to see this game. Robbie with the white pieces even. I'm a good luck charm for Arizona State, I think. Opposite side castles. Robbie threatening mate there. A sacrifice with h5. Open the h file. Bishop takes and gets pinned. Trades. Check. Whoa. Here. What the heck is this move? Pawn push. Check. King up. Pawn push again. Oh my word. Subham took it to Robbie. Trade of rooks and mate. Oh. Incredible. And Chessbond wins. Wow. So we missed the first 2 rounds. And the next round, we immediately see the top 2 boards from Arizona State get dubs on the board. And they're not done yet. We might get a win with Ethan here against Gabby. Gabby 1 second. Oh my goodness. Okay. Black just takes, yeah, and then queen takes. Fork. Rook block to save it, but then rook d3. Uh-oh. Queen takes pawn. Pawn push. Yeah. King gets out of the pen, but now you trade, and black just has a pass pawn on the b file. She's looking for the resign button. No, she takes and then resigns. Ethan with the big point. Dude, Arizona State could have swept. It's down to Stavrula against Michael. But Stavrula looks like she's doing well. She's going to be able to stop the bleeding for this SLU team having a really rough 3rd round with 3 of their players losing. So let's see. Stavrula with the black pieces. She's up a rook. Rook e8 played. White can promote, but it doesn't matter. The b pawn is running, and it cannot be stopped. Michael resigns. So Stavrula, 3 for 3. The only perfect player so far for SLU. And that's going to officially win it with a round to spare. 8.5 to 3.5. But Arizona State putting up a fight with their backs against the wall, finding 3 wins out of 4. So very impressive round from Arizona State, especially from Subham taking down Robbie. Unfortunately, didn't see that one live, but this was a crazy game for sure. Love the opposite side castles. Robbie just full sends the sacrifice. But the extra piece proved too much. It was tried to be given back here. I guess I don't know what the idea was. Something. Subham was cooking something, and Robbie just didn't want to deal with it. So he pushes, knight check, and then, yeah, just b4. Just a beautiful continuation, threatening this. And that takes. Rook hits the queen. Finds this trade, but doesn't work. It's too much. Whew, all right. Round 4 about to begin. And SLU did already win the match, but they do have extra points on the line. This is for tie breaks. Hey, it's Kwanda Le Dingle here. Hello. Welcome. Thanks for the follow. If you're just tuning in, you're watching St. Louis University take on Arizona State in Division 1. And SLU has already won the match, but they have this final round to go through. There's 4 more games left. Here we have Michael versus Talia. Looks like all 4 games have started, which is good. Can you join? Are you a college player? Are you a college chess player? Because then, yes. If your school has a team already registered. We're in week 4 of 7, so the season's already halfway over. You're new to chess. Well, the Collegiate Chess League has multiple divisions. So if your school has a team, you can join as a substitute player. You're good against bots. That's cool. Did you know that chess.com just launched a new bot called Luke.ai, named after Luka Doncic? Hello to Braining. Elir KS, thanks for the follow. I have no idea what language that is. I'm sorry, I don't speak your language. You thought I was German? No, I'm not. What made you think that? Was it my German accent? Or I don't know. Musa, thank you for the follow. All right. We're gonna time you out, my friend. We might do more than that. So, yeah. It's very nice to meet you though. I hope you have a great rest of your day. No, I don't, Musa. I don't know if I want to know. All right. Let's check on Robbie. Robbie playing up against Ethan. Ethan's the board 4, apparently, for ASU, but Ethan's also the point leader with 1.5 out of 3. So he's breaking even right now, but he's up against SLU's top rated player, at least in this match. Clocking in at 28.78. Not too shabby. All right. Pawn push, trade, queen attacking the weak pawn. How to defend this pawn, you might ask? Well, there's a couple things you can do. You can play king to d2. It kind of runs short after that. That's kind of it. Wait, they lost. Yes, Arizona State lost. King d2, there's knight check. And there's not really... This position is just pretty much over, I think, at this point. Black is castled, rook's connected, better pawn structure. There's really not much more you could ask for. Let's check on Stavrula. She is also, well, she is the point leader of the entire match right now. She's match MVP as it stands. 3 for 3, going for the perfect score. Stavrula. She was added recently as a sub. That's a very classic SLU CCL thing to do is you register your minimum of 4 players, have them start the season, and then as the season progresses, you just slowly but surely add the rest of your team as they begin to wake up. as the competition gets fiercer, especially in the playoffs. So, okay, let's see. Queen to h5, very interesting. Clearing the way for the knight to get here. This does weaken the bishop, so any knight move would be a discovery. Rook a2 played. So Stavrula's got the white pieces, though. She's under siege right now. What happened in this game? We have a Queen's Gambit accepted. Queen takes on the B pawn. Pawn push, queen back. Trade that bishop for the knight. The knight dives into c4. Black's playing this very well, by the way. So there goes the a2 pawn. Knight into g5 like I saw. Attacking h7, so h6 is played. Knight steps back. And d2 on the board. Hold on. Can we take that? It's defended 3 times. It's attacked 3 times. So what happens if rook e2? So if take. So yeah, rook e2 seems like the only move, right? She's at a minute and a half. Computer says best move is this, which is kind of crazy, but if this, that's just wins on the spot. But I was looking at this, and then like that. Sack the exchange, maybe? Maybe there's that. Or you take first, take back, and then this. Under a minute, though, for Stavrula. Looks like she's going to lose to Abilash. Oh, we already have a result. Robbie already won. Yeah, this was over at this point. Rook takes. This is a rook sacrifice. But if black takes on a1, there's mate on c7. So they were trying something there. But this looks terrible. Yeah, it's mate. Nice game from Robbie, bouncing back after an uncharacteristic loss. Back to Stavrula. She hasn't moved yet. All right, she takes on d2. So she gives up a piece for that pawn. She didn't want to play rook e2. Knight takes. And now, what is there? Knight check. Very interesting. Very interesting. What is the purpose of this? We sacrifice 2 pieces. And for what? There's 3 options here. King h8, pawn takes knight, or rook takes knight. This knight, very key defender. G takes. So the gift was accepted. Queen check. Now here again, two options. King moves pawn here, and this knight, as long as the knight's here, the king is safe and sound. So maybe threatening this. Wow. Here, but pawn push. I mean, you could just take and allow the queen to promote. That's the same as winning a pawn, basically. Just rook block. Or there's king h7. Actually, you're threatening mate. King h7. Abilash is playing this very well. 5 seconds for Stavroula. 2. She resigns. Wow, okay. So top board from ASU. Taking down the point leader. Stavroula. Okay. Here we go. Gabby, 5 seconds left. So not the greatest end for Gabby's match. She started off hot 2-0, but struggled against the top 2 boards from ASU. Or so it seems. This game's not over yet. She's only got 4 seconds though. So it doesn't look great for her. But what's the story here? What's going on? Subham can take on e4, right? Although the computer... Oh, knight takes e1. I missed that. Material count. Subham is up a pawn. Or is... No. No, it's even. Subham is up in exchange. But soon to be up a pawn, it seems. So just giving up the exchange like that. Didn't want to trade on f3. But that's what computer liked best. 1 second. She made a move with half a second left on the clock. She's going to lose this pawn. Or she's going to win the pawn. Sorry. She's going to take on c4. Oh my god, she's got to move. Oh my goodness, it was at 0. It's at 2.1. She's like lagging or something. Oh my goodness. She's going to flag. Oh. Just not enough time for her. Okay, and that's all the games. Looks like Michael beats Talia. And Subham won their game. So final score. After SLU was up 7.5 to a half, they only get 2 points remaining in the last 8 games. So ASU tried to get a comeback. They made the score respectable, 6.5 to 9.5. But SLU does win. And yeah, SLU, I'm pretty sure, is undefeated so far. So they're continuing their streak, and they're only getting stronger as the season continues. They actually added Benjamin Bach recently, so it's going to be exciting to see him play down the line. But yeah, congrats to ASU, keeping it close there. But of course, SLU, the freight train that they are, just plowing through these teams, leaving them all defeated in their wake. All right, so that's it for now. We do have our arena starting. I actually forgot to announce that on Discord, so I should go ahead and do that. Let me announce that, and exclamation point arena in the chat if you guys are curious in joining. But yeah, that's it for now. We might, I don't know, what do you guys think? Should we stay on and just advertise the arena, or should we raid UCLA chess? Either way, I'm fine. What I'm going to do right now, though, is I'm going to make the Discord announcement. I should have done this like 15 minutes ago. Let me let me raid UCLA chess. I'll be back. UCLA chess is covering a really cool event, you guys. It's called the Cal State Northridge Open, which is a tournament held at Cal State University Northridge, which is actually pretty close to UCLA. So it's very nice that Richard is covering that event. Richard is the president of UCLA Chess. So let's go check it out. Let's go show some love and support. I'll see you guys over there, and I will be back in 45 minutes with our weekly prize arena. I'll see you then. Thanks again, and take care.